Hi there. So as part of my training for the British Rowing Indoor Championships in December, I am rowing as many 2,000 metres as I can. Now, I'm not quite ready to be rowing those 2,000 metres on a Concept 2 staring at that monitor yet, so I'm breaking it up by doing it on as many machines as I can. This is my weasel way out of it. I've already done it on the York R301. Go check out that video. That took a lot longer than I should, and you can see today I am on this machine. Now, this is the Aviron Strong. Now, I've been rowing on this for a couple of years. I actually make video content. I'm one of their coaches on the system. So it's fair to say I'm probably a little bit biased when it comes to this machine. But what's gonna happen then is I'm gonna do a warm up for like 10 minutes or so. I'm gonna post that as a separate video. But what you're about to see is me going through a 2K on this machine, and then you're going to hear a voiceover of me reviewing this machine, okay? Talking about its build, its noise, all that kind of stuff, and basically asking the question, can I row a 2K on this machine? So I'm going to give it a score at the end. We'll all be happy, move on with our lives, and then you can wait until next week and see what machine I do then. So if you have any comments about this machine, if you have any comments about the machine that you use, if you have any requests for a machine for me to row on, please leave a comment below and I'll answer every single one of them that I see. Anyway, so here we go then with my 2K on the Aviron Strong Go. Okay, let's do this. Okay then, I'm not going to make you watch me row the entire thing, but I am going to give you a review of the Aviron Strong while you watch me flailing up and down on the machine. Now, the first thing to say is that the Aviron Strong is a premium machine when it comes to price, but if you carry on watching until the end of this video, I will tell you how you can save hundreds when it comes to using the Aviron rowing machine. So let's start with stroke feel. How does it feel? And this is when I'm talking about, do you feel connected at the front? Do you feel connected through the whole stroke? And are you able to kind of pull into a nice strong finish? And honestly, the Aviron Strong is really nice. Some of the machines you feel strong at the front, but then it's weak in the middle or weak at the back, whereas the Aviron Strong, when you get it set right in terms of resistance for you, feels lovely to row on. Which does bring us to resistance. Now, the Aviron Strong is called the Aviron Strong for a reason, because it goes up to 16 levels. Now, it's made up of a fan, but also a magnet. Now, I might be getting this wrong, but the way it feels, it's like the first 10 levels are all controlled by your fan, but then when you go up to 11 to 16, that is when the magnet starts to kick in. The Aviron people will probably tell me I'm wrong there, but that's how it feels as a user. So you can really get up to a very powerful stroke if you want to kind of work on those biceps rather than making it a row feel. Or in the case of my 2K here, I've got it set to level 11, and that's when it feels the closest for me to a Concept 2 set to round about 140 drag factor. So lots of options. It can feel really light down at 1 or really heavy up at 16. So great for anyone. Ergonomics, well, actually, there's two things I want to point out on this. The first one is that the handle, it rotates in your hands. So it will spin as you're rowing, making it a lot more comfortable and a lot less prone to get blisters when you're rowing. But the other thing is that this is one of the few machines that I've ever seen that has adjustable foot plates in terms of width. Nearly all rowing machines will allow you to adjust for height, but I've never seen another rowing machine other than this Aviron which allows you to use a crank at the side of the foot plate in order to widen the foot plates depending on your stance. Now, I am also using a handle here which is wider than the standard one. I was able to get the upgrade option from Aviron, so that makes it a lot nicer to row on. The seat being so high might look a little bit strange, but the angle between the seat and the foot plates is actually only 1 or 2 degrees different from the angle between the seat and the foot plates on the Concept 2, so don't be freaked out by that. And the most important thing here, I'm able to get into the front of the stroke with my arms straight, forwards tilt and shins vertical without feeling that I'm being compromised. I'll tell you, when I first got this machine, really worried that I'd end up coming into the front and I'd be so scared of punching the monitor that I'd end up dropping my handle low, but on the Aviron Strong, that doesn't happen, and that I can't say for other integrated machines. Now, for noise, the Aviron is exceptionally quiet for the fact that it has a fan inside it. I don't know what they've done, but this is a really quiet machine to use. To be honest, the only one quieter has been a water rower. Build quality, everything on this feels solid. The metal feels metal, the plastic feels like a good sturdy plastic. Like I said, I've been using this for a couple of years now. There's no sign of wear on the strap or the rollers or the rail, so I think this thing Strong is built to last. Connections, well, you know what? You're able to connect with all of the other Aviron users that are out there, so that means you can race against them, you can do rows that they've done in the past, you can join them in games and team up, and you can also join a team and race green versus red and things. So there's lots of different ways that you can connect with other people. Now, there is the thing that you don't connect with the wider community in terms of other rowers like Concept 2 users and stuff, but to be fair, that isn't the fault of the Aviron. Most other rowing machines that aren't Concept 2 don't tend to play with others well either. Now, when it comes to data accuracy, it's always a little bit difficult to compare different machines and how their algorithm works for pace. But when I set the Aviron to setting 11, it feels like I'm on a Concept 2 at a drag factor of 140. So as long as I leave it there each time I row, I know I'm going to be happy with the data I see in front of me. It must be said the pace that I am seeing is probably a good 3 or 4 seconds faster than what I would be on a Concept 2, but like I say, it's apples and oranges. The other thing when it comes to data is that I'm not able to set a 2,000 meter row on this. I have to row from the bottom up. So rather than doing an exact 2K, I have to stop when I see it on screen hit 2K. Luckily, the splits down the left-hand side of the screen do give me the times that I hit there, so I am able to see my precise time. So the Aviron Strong gets 89 out of 100. I really do think that this is a fantastic machine. To be honest, ignoring the price, the only real negative to the Aviron Strong is the inability to program your own custom workouts. Anyway, let's get to the all-important end of my 2K row.
You know, it may be high-tech, bells and whistles, and they've got their psychology or exercise psychology, whatever it is that they're selling this as. But when it all comes down to it, if you were to sit down and want a good workout, you don't need any of that. You just need the monitor and the desire to keep going. All right then, here we are at the results board. Week 2, and we are on the Aviron. And the time for my 2K today was a much healthier 6:49. So that takes the York R301 out of first position, and it puts the Aviron Strong into first position. Not surprising really when you figure 1944 on that one. Now, 6:49 is the time to beat on any of the other machines that I use until I get round to doing my 2K on my trusty Concept 2. So, will the Aviron Strong 2K? Kind of. It won't let me plug in 2,000 meters and row down, but it will let me row up. And then when it hits that 2,000 meters on the splits, it'll tell me how long it took. So kind of is the answer to that. But in terms of the actual effort that went into it, because I'm able to get into all of the positions that I need to ergonomically, because it's a nice stroke, because I can push with my legs, because I can get the stroke rate up and stuff, the effort that I put in to do that was definitely what I was looking for in terms of being able to row a 2K. So in terms of my training, that's great. And as I go through all of the other machines and I'm able to compare how they feel, this is a good baseline. And really what it comes down to is what this feels like versus the Concept 2, which is the race machine on most of the floors. But if you're looking for a machine that you can get a great workout on, and you're looking for like the added motivation from all the stuff that you get on the Aviron platform, the games, the virtual rowing, the coach classes with people like me, the competition, all of this stuff, it really is designed to keep you on the machine, keep you coming back day after day in a way that the Concept 2's PM5 monitor doesn't really, because all it is a bunch of numbers. The Aviron Strong will kind of motivate you to come back. And if you're not motivated to pay full whack for this, then for start, always check out the Aviron website, because they're constantly running deals, $300 here off here, $600 off there. Or you can go for the Aviron Strong Go, which instead of having this huge monitor on the front, it has a way to attach an iPad onto the front of the Strong Go, and that will save you round about $800 because you're then using your own iPad instead of their kind of bespoke Android system on the front. So that's your choices if you're looking at the Aviron Strong. It's a great machine. It feels lovely to row on. The only real, if I had to give it any negatives, is just that it's not really designed for people that want to do like interval workouts, if you're used to rowing intervals, etc. on a Concept 2, or you're wanting to do like a 5K time trial or like today's 2K time trial, this possibly isn't the machine for you. But like I say, if you're looking for the stuff that you get on here, then this really is a fantastic choice. I'd put this above all of the other kind of connected, integrated machines, right? So next week, I'm going to be using this thing. And the fact that I can lift it up and down easily doesn't fill me with joy as to what this is going to be like. Tune in next week to see if this will 2K.